Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to The Last Alliance Total War. This is a Lord of the Rings modification for Shogun 2 Total War set in the second age of Middle Earth, and oh boy, has it just received a big old update. So I highly recommend you go ahead and check this mod out. I'll leave a link to the mod DB down below in the description, as well as that Shogun 2 is currently free to play. If you go ahead and download it, you'll keep it forever. So I highly recommend as well you go ahead and get yourself a free copy of Shogun 2 and download this mod using the links down below in the description. So in this update, we've received a big old increase to the amount of playable factions and also to the map size. You can currently see the whole of Middle Earth right here. Numenor is chilling right there, and this is still the prologue campaign, so this is still set way before the actual events of the second age. This is before Numenor has sunk, and you know, the main grand campaign you'll probably just mainly be fighting over in the War of the Last Alliance, which is, if you don't know, basically what you see at the beginning of the first film with Elrond and his father and everyone else fighting, coming together once more. Isildur, you know, not destroying the ring. That is the final part of the second age and the Last Alliance battles. That's basically what the mod will be leading up to with that epic showdown. And the mod does plan on having all your favorite factions: elves, dwarfs, orcs, evil men, Gondor or not Arnor, and dwarf. Yeah, I already said dwarfs. And a bunch of creatures, Mumakil, trolls, etc. You name it. They plan to have it in the game, which is really exciting. And if you didn't know as well, we'll load in as the Numenorian colony right here. If you didn't know, Shogun 2 allows you so much freedom when it comes to modding. You can completely change the way that the campaign map works. You can change the loads of mechanics, scripts, stories. You have a lot more freedom than you do, say, in later Total Wars. And something that the modder did ask me to actually mention is that they are currently looking for more members to help them out in this game and help them create more awesome stuff. I'll put up a little screenshot right now you can check out and just read it. And if you have any of the skills they're looking for, then make sure to hit them up on their Discord. Again, link will be down below in the description. So this is one of the, I think, 3 new playable factions. You have this colony of Numenor, and you also have some Harad factions down to the south, some of which are more nomadic, some are more stationary with their castles. But it's absolutely amazing. Ignore this map at the top as well because it isn't accurate. I mean, I guess you can take a look at it, right? The map, this isn't like accurate because it says my mouse is over here. But again, this stuff will be fixed later on. Literally released of their problems. But as you can see, the map is going to be huge. You have so much territory out to the east, which is very exciting. That was quite a big part of the second age. There was, you know, stuff going on out here. You obviously have the usual stuff of, like, you know, Arnor going to be chilling. You're going to have Rohan. You're going to have the elves and loads of little forest stuff. Man, this mod just has so much potential, and I really hope that the modder can get help with what they need to help with, because yeah, it's going to be absolutely spectacular when they continue to add in more stuff. So anyway, so yeah, these is one of the Numenorian colonies, and I believe this is where the main guy, the guy who actually becomes the King of Numenor, the last King of Numenor, I'm pretty sure this is where he comes from. He comes back from this region to go and reconquer Numenor and throw his sister or his niece off the throne. I can't quite remember what exactly it is. But as you can see, each of these cities are custom on the campaign map. Looking absolutely amazing. There isn't currently custom architecture in the game, but that's obviously something they're looking to do and improve on and add into the game. When the mod is fully finished, they will have custom architecture in the game, actually in the battles. So when you dive into a battle, you won't be fighting on a Shogun 2 castle. You'll be fighting on, you know, the grand Numenorian city, or, you know, whatever. You know, it's going to be absolutely amazing, which is going to be super exciting. But as you can see, the building trees are pretty vast. You have the main city tree right there, and these are all the different types of buildings you can pick up. So you can see you can really customize what your city is like. You can really specialize them and improve them to be certain things, and you know, have certain bonuses, which again, really like. I love the variety here. It's really awesome. It can get a little bit confusing, honestly, you know, what building you're upgrading, but you can just see always the upgrade building will just be the one on the far left. So these are just all the other ones you can convert it into. You can also see as well, they have made it so that this is I think it's Attila or Rome 2. I think it's Attila. The Attila UI right here as well, which makes it a lot cleaner, I think, and basically just updates it, because Shogun 2 is a very old game. But I mean, you know, with these changes and stuff, it looks absolutely amazing. You got another major city right here. Again, no custom architecture in battles quite yet. If you go to armies, you can see the type of units you can be recruiting. So you've got Numenorian City Guard, Volunteer Spearmen, and we'll jump into a battle momentarily and take a look at that. I don't think I have anywhere else I can really recruit a ton of men at the moment, so I can't really show off everything you can recruit. But this is going to be basically this faction. I don't think you can actually head north either at the moment. I'm pretty sure the northern parts of the map are all are knocked off at the moment. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you can't actually get up here and take a look at the rest of the map because it is just these southern parts. And then these northern parts will be added in later on in the next update when they plan on adding that in. So yeah, that's going to be this faction. You can see the buildings, the type of units you'll be recruiting. So let's just jump out and we'll take a look at the Harad factions as they are one of the newer factions that have been added into the game. We had Numenor before in the prologue campaign, the proper like first part of the campaign. But now we're going to have Harad in as well, so we actually have some different culture groups now, which is really exciting. And I believe there are several types of the Harad infantry. You kind of have the more nomadic guys, and then you have the more stationary, like city trader type faction, which again, it's cool that they are diversifying them. So let's go back to the campaign, and we'll jump in. So there are multiple. There's the Haradrim Golden Lions. You have the Black Snake Clan. You obviously have the three Numenorian factions right here. Yeah, there's actually the city of Umber as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, because Umber is a completely different faction. Let's take a look at Umber next, because Umber are a completely different style of like Numenorian style warriors. They are very, very different. So they kind of have the awesome like cladded Numenorian armor. They look amazing on the battlefield. And as I said, I'll jump into a battle. I'll show off all factions in just like a custom battle, and you guys can see it. So if we take a look, where are we right now? Sorry, the map is yeah, it's kind of hard because this map isn't accurate right now. If we just go to Umber itself. Yeah, if we just dive over to Umber, you can see, yeah, these guys, the city, the black walls, amazing. And you can see that they're going to be wielding different soldiers. They've got, like, kind of more darker warriors. And all of these guys have their own custom look on the battlefield as well. They have their own coat of arms, their own color. So again, Numenor, they're going to have some different buildings, which, you know, won't have access to other factions. But again, you know, all these factions are men, so they're going to be following the similar thing. I'm sure kind of each culture group will have its own style, and then like as they diversify out, obviously Rohan and like Arnor will have different styles, but as they diversify out, I'm sure the orcs will have completely different styles, whereas the men might have similar stuff in the game. And again, so again, they're gonna have, obviously, as we said, similar types of troops. I think we can probably recruit. Yeah, we can recruit. You can see actually all the recruitment as well. I'm not sure if right clicking works. It doesn't. It'd be really cool if they did get the right click to work. And bring up the encyclopedia. But you can see all the different styles of men here that you can bring, from volunteer spearmen to more of the colony shock infantry to the heavier infantry, and there are obviously other stuff as well. There's even like auxiliary units here as well. That's awesome. There's auxiliary units in the game that you can bring in. So area of recruitment, that's super exciting, right? Being able to go to Rohan, conquer Rohan, and then recruit it. I assume it would be locked off to like the orcs, just wouldn't be able to recruit like men of Rohan, but maybe they could, right? They already have Haradrim and Eastlings and stuff like that, so why not? So let's just quickly look out, and we'll look at the Eastlings really quickly, and then we'll jump into a battle, and you can take a look at some of the units up close. Also, some of the awesome animations I have in the game as well, because there's obviously no shields in Shogun 2. That's something I always have to bring up, because it's really impressive what they've done. There are no shields in Shogun 2. It's all one sword combat or spear combat. So there's no animations for the sword and shield, sword and spear, horseback, sword and shield, you name it. There's no animations for it. So they've had to go ahead and create basically custom animations for all of this stuff, which is obviously really, really impressive, and it plays out really well. It looks awesome, so I have to always give them massive props for all of that, and that is really exciting for the future of this mob, because if they can do that with shields, then they can animate a troll in the game, right? They can animate a Mumakil, they can animate a dragon, that stuff is possible, whereas in future Total Wars, that stuff just like, if it is possible, it would take them like 10 times the speed it would take them to do this. So if we take a look at this faction, you can see that they're obviously a lot more nomadic. Their buildings, the Age of Empire building cards, you can see that these are a lot more kind of nomadic style. They're not going to have as much as, say, the the more industrious builders of the Numenorians. You can see some spies here as well. It looks really cool. I know he basically is a ninja, but he does look actually amazing like that. It actually does look really, really cool. So yeah, you can see as well, one of the things I think definitely once there's obviously a lot more like factions and other stuff in the game is adding more life to the campaign map. Like, I definitely want to see like more like minor towns and other stuff. Not like minor towns you can play in, but just like more terrain stuck in the campaign map. But again, that's something that, you know, is going to be pretty planned way in the future. And again, you can see like all the other factions right there. And if we take a look at the buildings, we just looked at that. If we take a look at the recruitment, you can see the type of units they can recruit as well. So let's go over to custom battle now, and let's just whip up a battle with all these new factions in, and we will, yeah, have some fun. And you guys can see the awesomeness of what I'm talking about, the animations, the fighting, and just how great Shogun 2 looks. You know, even like what, like 5, 6, 7, 8, pretty like 9 years now since Shogun 2 last came out. It still looks absolutely amazing. So let's dive into that. I'll set one up and then we'll go right into it. Okay, guys, here they are, the Numenorians pushing forward with some of their awesome new units. I've got a army from Umber over here as well, which are ready to push up. So we'll go ahead and group these guys up and we'll send these guys forward as well. And then we'll take a look at the units. Also, I think the sound voices of the speeches are a little bit messed up, so I'm just going to turn that off really quickly. Has I got rid of it now? Hopefully it has. No, I think the voices are all messed up for the units because they keep on saying that stuff. I might have to turn off the effects for a bit as well. I think maybe it's effects which is doing it. Hopefully it is. Yeah, there we go. So we won't be able to hear the, like, I'll probably turn it on later. But we can take a look at some of the units as we march towards. So this is Umber. And again, they have some really amazing looking units. Their swords, shields, ready to push forward to battle. Behind that, we have some of the Numenorian archers, sorry, the Umber archers, followed by the Numenorian rangers. So you got some like early Dunedain right there, looking awesome. The elite guard of the general in their golden armor. You got some cavalry up here as well. So some like ranger cavalry. They look a bit small. These horses look massive compared to their riders. My god. Again, stuff like this will all be adjusted and changed as they go further on. We've got some malicious swordsmen right here as well. Just kind of like basic swordsmen, all walking with their swagger, ready for battle. Then if we go over to, where is my ally? Where the hell is my ally? Oh, he's taking this hill up here. Then we take a look at the kind of more Numenorians right here. We've got their kind of front line right there of archers. Amazing armor as well. I just have to like literally pause it. I mean, take a look at this armor. It looks amazing. I can't wait to see like what the modders do with the dwarfs and the elves as well. Their armor is look spectacular. It really, really is. I mean, again, look how amazing Shogun 2 looks. It's just insane. It really is. So you got some more bowmen up there. As we go further back, we have basically the kind of town garrison spearmen right here. Again, looking good. And then as we continue to go further back again, we have some more of the elite Numenorian heavy kind of real guard with their awesome capes pushing forward. We have some more swordsmen back there. And these guys as well look insane. Look at them. Oh. They basically look like elves. I mean, maybe they are elves. But it's insane. They really do. That's probably one of my favorite looking units in the entire game right there. Woo! Really cool stuff. And then if we take a look at the Haradrim, you can see some of their men as the arrows already come flying in right there. In their green and bright colors. Because again, every faction has their own coat of arms, their own colors. So these guys are kind of bright green and yellow. Whereas the other Haradrim will be a different color. See some of their spearmen right here. I love kind of the back plate right here with the wood. I think that looks amazing. Cool little flag right there as well. We've got some spearmen here as well, marching to battle with kind of like their glaives. Oh, the arrow fire is going in right now. Man, it still amazes me just like how good Shogun looks. We've got some heavy Cataphract lancers here as well. Then we've got I think it's a different faction here as well. I haven't got the Black Snake clan, which is the traditional Haradrim, which we know and love. But again, you've got some more of their infantry here, which we'll see in the midst of battle moving forward. Some archers. They mainly have like a lot of cavalry though. I think that's my archers picking off at them and exchanging with them. Yeah, this is actually my line right here. So let's just fight this battle and get stuck in, as it seems like there is a big engagement right here. The enemy are coming clashing in, engaging a large amount of the enemy lines. Let's also turn the effects back on, and hopefully it's just not annoying speech constantly. Something like that. Yeah, the fighting is going on. The Cataphracts have smashed into the battle line. I think it's only fair that we need to advance our line as well. So we'll go into the side of them as quickly as possible. And you may notice that there is a large amount of Battle for Middle-earth sounds in the game, which I absolutely love. The Lions continue to fight on the infantry fight. So let's try and find some of the cool shield animations. Let's try and find them. Are there going to be any infantry fighting? Or is it going to be over here? Probably when I engage, we'll see more of the infantry fighting. But yeah, just take a look at some of these animations which have been customly added into the game right here. Sword on sword. So they've had to do like animations for like sword on sword, shield on shield, spear and sword on shield, sword and spear or whatever. You know, all these different custom stuff they've had to do, you know, to create and make them interact. So it's really, really impressive. It super is. And again, they're only going to add more and more into this to add more variety to the battle. And we are actually engaging right here. So let's actually take command of this battle a little bit now. Get some of our men stuck in. All our cavalry are coming in, just smash into these guys. Let's get the horses hitting into their heavy lances. I mean, these children of the Dunedain aren't exactly the best warriors in the world, probably the heaviest, but we'll keep on just pushing in with more infantry, and we'll obviously look to help out our ally as well. Try and change them of reinforce over here as well, reinforce there. They are actually enveloping me, but we're about to come flying into their side as well with our heavy shock infantry, and look at these guys! Smashing him right there. So guys, please do go over and help support this mob, because you can just see the potential already of this, and what they're doing is just really impressive. Shogun 2 allows for so much exciting stuff, and just imagine when you do have the whole of Middle-earth in this mod. It's going to be absolutely insane. Even imagine like an Avatar Conquest Middle-earth. Like, oh my god, how amazing would that be? Just be absolutely insane. When you're fighting over custom settlements and stuff like that, the mod just has so much potential. The modders are really putting in some, you know, insane work into the game. So hopefully they do get rewarded with like a big player base, because, you know, this could be the next Third Age, you know. It really, really could. So we'll keep on pushing up our infantry line. Continue to get more of our men in there, stuck in. The music has gone quiet though. Yeah, it does seem like they've got some issues with like sound problems at the moment, but again, I'm sure that's stuff that they will probably sort out going forward. It seems like there's just a lot of voices and music's cutting in and out, but you know, as I said, their main focus of the mod is probably just getting every single faction into the game as quickly as possible, because then that way people can enjoy themselves, and then these like sound issues and other stuff really gets fixed later. I love the Haradrim horses though. Sorry, I have to turn off that sound. It's annoying because we can't enjoy the awesome sound effects, but that's just really, really annoying. It is. So it might look a bit weird. But yeah, I really love the Haradrim horses. They look amazing. The infantry fighting Ardy, again, you can really like kind of just admire all the awesome animations that they've added into the game with the swords and shields. Is really, really impressive. And yeah, I can't wait for like a troll to be added. I'm also really looking forward to orcs as well. And I hope they can get black blood into the orcs as well. It's such a small thing. But I think it adds so much to the battle and to the game. You know, having just like that kind of immersion level in of like black blood for orcs and stuff is really exciting. I definitely also want to see a Mumakil as well. You know, why not? Why not? The Haradrim are in, so let's get some elephants in. Fire arrows. Oh, look at them. Fire arrows coming in and just burning these horses. Brutal stuff. The archers are about to unleash another volley. And I have to say as well, Shogun 2 has the best missiles of any game by aesthetically. The missiles just look amazing in Shogun 2. The way they kind of like the arrow projectile kind of goes up and swoops down. Just looks amazing. And I can never not praise Shogun 2 enough. I really hope that they do, you know, maybe even come back with like a quality of life, kind of like adding UI scaling and stuff like that to this game. I mean, maybe one day they will. Maybe, you know, if they get a big enough player base from this weekend of it being free to play, and once you obviously get it once, you get it forever. Maybe they will go back and do like a quality of life change to it if enough people are playing it, because that'd be really, really cool. You see some of the archers fighting and the spearmen as well. I mean, just like even these spearmen look great with their shields. It's like, it's weird seeing shields in Shogun 2, but I think with their animations, it just really, really works. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end it today, guys. I've shown off the mod. I have rambled on a lot. and hopefully you guys have a good idea about what this mod is all about. I highly recommend you go check out the mod. Please go show some love, not only to their Discord, but also to their ModDB page. And also, if you have any skills that you saw earlier that can help out with this mod, do go hit them up on their Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.